Welcome back to Rudniki episode 20. We are headed down to our field. We got one little spot yet to finish up on the slurry on that one field, and then we got to finish up the one next to it. You can actually kind of see it from this angle here, the slurry in the field. On the previous episode, we had problems with well, we discovered the mustard wasn't worth it. It was a cover crop, a field covered crop, so it just gives you a tiny little bit of nitrogen, which is really not even worth it because it's only like 20. Again, maybe that's something to do with the subsoiling. Had we cultivated, maybe we would have got more out of it. I don't know. It seems about right though for 20, I think. So yeah, I think after this, well, we're gonna have to do another coat of this, aren't we? Yeah, because we're at 20. We gotta do another coat on these fields. So, yeah, we'll have to go to next month and hit it again. September, October. I think that I'm trying to think of the grass growth here too. Probably not worth it when we start getting that close to November. We might just end up trimming around our house like once a year. Because the second time we'd have to do it, probably not really going to be worth it. Because obviously the winter weather also kills that stuff, so we might as well just use that to our advantage and just do it once a year. Otherwise it gets to be too much busy work too. It's definitely cool though. A nice little mechanic, you know? And dump this grass into our cow pen there and they can utilize it. Let's just go in a circle here, I think. We'll have to keep an eye on the sales, of course. It would be nice to get another better tractor. We could sell both of these and kind of have something newer. I don't know if we'll ever get a new combine. Well, because just it's so small to work with. And then we got eggs that are going to sell in November. I don't know if we're going to get to November on this episode. Maybe. There might not be a whole lot going on now that we got the fields all planted here. We'll have to see if we can get another harvest in also on our grass here. Anywho, let's do a little time lapse. And I think I'll take a nap and we'll go to October and we'll hit this again in the same time lapse. Okay, we are done. How do we look now? This one, yeah, 60. There's some better spots. I think if we like sit, let's do turn on a mini map. I think we can turn this on and just like let it sit or drive slower, and then it'll just, you know, kind of layer on. Maybe. I mean, it's going down, but it's not like it's not looking that green in the small map there. It's fine. I'll burn this up. I'm gonna go back up and grab another load, so then it's kind of nice to grab if it's already filled. Do we have... Let's take a look at... Are we producing slurry now in our cowshed? slurry. Yeah, a little bit. That would definitely go real quick. Maybe once we get a lot more, and obviously they're bigger, we could start taking some from there. But let's just go ahead and fill this up, and then we'll get back here, and then we'll check on what else is on the agenda. There we go, rolling in with this where it belongs. Ready to go for next year. Fantastic. Okay, so we are October. We're going to be hitting up November. And we'll get the eggs sold. We are selling the eggs in November, right? Let's double check. Eggs November, yes. And the straw will be in January. I think we're pretty much on cruise control. I guess we're going to hit the winter up. I don't know if we should get something to salt the road with. Alright, excellent. So yeah, it looks like I think there's one more month yet for grass cutting. Let's see, grass. No, that's it, October. So that's the last growth stage. The last growth stage. And it's on 5 of 7. Obviously it's not worth doing right there. It's way too short for what you're gonna get out of it. Wouldn't be worth the time. It's got another almost 3 pallets here coming out. Alright, let's take a nap into November. Alright, November is here. How are we doing with the egg price? That should get filled up with water as well this month. We can take care of that. Eggs, yes, good price. 10,500, not bad. What is going on in the sales? A whole lot of nothing. Actually, this... Wait a minute. We'd want the box one. This is just the, yeah. Nope, we wouldn't want that. Pretty expensive too, actually. Compared to for our budget. For sure. Let's check out the fields a little bit. See how things are looking. I don't even know. These must freeze on growth stage. Kind of looked pretty much the same where they were. Maybe a tad bit bigger. Yeah, as far as taking care of the weeds, I don't think a weeder would do it. I think we'd need a hoe or herbicide. Herbicide's expensive, so I don't think we'd ever do that. Yeah, this is done for here. Actually, growth 6 of 7. We could maybe do this. We might do that. We could get a little out of there, and let's get those eggs sold first. Priorities, priorities. We got our stove turned on, getting colder. Hop into the pickup here. And then we might park the skid steer in that shed down there. We've talked about that once winter hits. Napa cabbage is in February. As far as the implements, I think we'll just leave these over here for now. And we haven't been parking that wagon in that side so we easily can get in there. Maybe we'll put all the implements in that shed. We'll see. First things first, you know. Definitely manageable. How are the chickens doing on feed? Yeah, 3.5 months yet. Yeah, we definitely got a good rhythm going. I like it. You just can't overdo it sometimes. It gets a little overwhelming if you have too many irons in the fire, but if you can get it just right, it works out pretty well. We should actually spear these the other way because we can set them in properly. Those wheel wells kind of get in the way. We go on the side. And then we can get them in there real good. There we go, like so. And then we'll do the other one here the long way. Try to get it in far enough so we can get a strap on it. Around that tailgate, you don't get a strap, we found that out. I think like that. Yes, yes indeedy. Alright, let's make a sail. Easy does it. Bam. 11,786 and then it's $695 or $697 environmental. That is pretty good. So now we're up to 44,000. We'll get back and get some water into our greenhouse. We'll also park the truck into the garage. I guess we'll call it a garage, right? It's kind of our unofficial garage. Now that winter's going to be around the corner. Yeah, we'll grab the farm to do that water trailer. This, yeah, let's check up on... We're actually going to need this in a few months, but we should park it inside in case it snows. But yeah, we'll just put this over to the side. We should probably... We could put the implements in here. Just trying to think. Best way to do it. We could... So this is like a zero turn. We can really get these angled straight. And have them all along the side here. Like that. I'm hoping it's wide enough for that snowplow. We did talk about last winter getting a snow blower at some point, and we might visit that. But we're gonna need a tractor where you have the 3-point on the front so we can, you know, make it nice and easy. That should work, yeah. Then you can we'll just jimmy in over here. Okay, let's go grab the other buckets. Gotta get prepared for that winter snowfall. Yeah, and this, we'll try to just angle slightly like that. That should be alright. And we'll just leave this right here. Probably gonna need the... Well, it depends if we're gonna need the snow plow or the pallet fork for the Napa cabbage, whatever ends up transpiring here. Let's grab the farm. We'll take care of that water. Excellent! We'll park this back. Let's get this, yeah, we talked about this too. Let's put the water tank over here for the winter. That way we can try to spear those pallets correctly. Because we always end up catching the side of the greenhouse otherwise. We put it over here off to the side. Maybe we should go back all the way here too. Put it right in the corner. So it's out of the way. Actually, ideally... Well, we'll just leave it there. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, that we can swing the skid steer in there and hopefully grab those pallets the correct way. Otherwise that creates a problem. Okay, so I think what we're going to try to do is we're going to actually, let's give that, cutting that grass a go, because it's going to end up going backwards anyway once winter hits. And if we can get another harvest out of there, that would be great. I will put those into the shed and then we can use them for the cow pen whenever we need them. I'm curious, once this gets cut, does it turn like bright green? I don't know how much we're going to get out of it too. It's another... We don't necessarily need to go too crazy. I might just do this without the lines. Well, yeah, it's turning bright green. It's nice to have the lines though too. Yeah, we'll go right there. I won't go as close to the edge as we did last time, because we'll have to still rake it. Get close to that tree. Yeah. We get these baled, like I said, and we'll have another harvest here. 6 out of, 7 for progress on the field is not too bad for the hay, so we should have a pretty good amount, I would think. I'm actually surprised it went ahead another growth stage, because I thought for sure that it would have froze right after October, but here we are. Ooh, don't go down there. There we go. Alright, let's do this. We will get it baled and then pick it up. I think I'll do all that in one time lapse, just to make it simple. Alright, so let's grab the pickup truck here. We'll get these bales picked up. We ended up working in the rain a little bit. That's just the way it works. We're gonna have some wet grass. Hopefully it doesn't start on fire in our barn. Wouldn't that be something if they made a mod for that? Ooh. Then we would need the ambulance, or the fire pack, if you will. Saving the day. I think our cow shed is still pretty full. Let me double check that. You could put a little in there, but we're not going to do that because we do want to be able to, when we mow lawn, to dump that in there. I think it was getting pretty full. We forgot to, well, we never got to dumping it last time, so we'll have to do that. Just got to go this way. We'll just, like I said, start making our stack in our barn that we wanted as we go, and then we'll have a nice supply here. Because we never know how crazy it's going to get once we start getting more cattle, or that once even they get bigger, we don't even know how crazy it's going to get. It'd be good to have backup, I think. And then we'll have it. We could maybe, like I said, look into eventually maybe doing some round bales or something. I just don't know how good. They should be able to go in that shed in the storage area. I think you can put anything and everything in those usually. But then again, how often do you do small bales like this? It's kind of nice to take a different, you know, case. Probably one of the like least utilized systems in the game. You can't blame anybody either because it's a lot of work to do these small bales. This is actually the perfect farm to be doing small bales. There was one that I did miss on the a few episodes ago that I found that was way over there in the neighbor's field, but they left it there for us. There we go. Let's take these over to the shed. Get them dumped in. Start our stacking job. Oh, the tractor's in the way, ain't it? Tractor is in the way. Let's get the lawnmower moved. We'll put the tractor on the side. We definitely won't be using this in the winter here. I wonder if we couldn't get like a snowplow for this thing. There we go, off to the side. Like so. Now we got room. Fantastic. There we go, nice stack started. Hopefully we can grab the rest of them on one more load. I think so, there's hardly any here. Might be a pretty decent sized load. We'll start on the far end here. Alright, excellent. That should be the last of them. That was nice, we got that extra cut in. We already had a jump start then for next year. I think once winter comes, it like zeroes out back out anyway to like step 1, so it's a good thing we took advantage of the opportunity to get another cut in. And just whip them in. Be cool to see if this gets completely full. If we could get this thing completely stacked with bales, that'd be awesome. But I don't think that'll happen because I think once the cows start meeting demand, I wonder if we start getting towards the middle, if it's going to stack. I bet you it does. Maybe you wouldn't be able to do that. I don't know, maybe. Okay, let's get this parked, and I think we are good. We will need this to do the Napa cabbage at some point. Is that getting stored up? Yeah, there'll be another pallet yet to spawn there. That's not too bad to deal with. Usually get too many pallets and it's too many irons in the fire, too much. But I think we'll be alright. Okay, I think we're going to leave it there for today's episode. On the next one, we'll be hitting December. I'm sure, is it going to start snowing again? Yep, it's going to snow in December, January. We'll probably get to January. We got, like I said, we got a few sales to do. We got our straw to sell, Napa cabbage in February, and then we will also have to do we'll have to do some plowing. We can get some extra money for plowing as well if we do the roads and such. Let's get this shut up. Oh, that's right, we're going to put the lawnmower over here. We'll remember that next time we cut. We should probably shut these doors. I'll leave the one open with the skid steer, because we will be using that, I'm pretty sure, next month. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you in December.